Hello, everybody, and welcome here tonight, Lucas Oil Raceway here in Indianapolis for the Meza Motorsports 125 here in the Thunderstruck Super Series. My name is Zach Wettstein, tonight from Rebels Racing Network. As qualifying is underway, let's go ahead and get you for race information. A little over half-mile racetrack here, 74 degrees is track temperature, and this is going to be a racetrack where they're going to be kind of straddling the top line. You're not going to see many people on the bottom unless they're trying to make a pass, but otherwise you're going to see the majority of the drivers here tonight running that high line, maybe dipping down to the bottom on exit, but that's about it. It'll be a fun one tonight here. 125 laps once again. Go ahead and real quick show you the remaining schedule on the series. A long way to go left in the season as we visit Lanier National Speedway next week, and then Irwindale Speedway, Martinsville, North Wilkesboro Speedway, Iowa Speedway, Bristol Motor Speedway, Richmond Raceway, the Bullring, and then round out the season at Five Flags Speedway. All 125 laps, all open setups. If you're interested in modified racing, make sure to look up Thunderstruck Super Series on iRacing, apply to the league, and we'll get you in here. And if you're interested in super late models, we have those on Thursday nights as well. So 2 series here in the Thunderstruck Super Series that are still recruiting, open setups, and field up to 20 cars as long as we obviously have 20 people in the session. Top 15 in qualifying advance. The remaining 5 spots will be determined by a B main. 1 fast repair, no extra sets of tires. So tonight we have, it's like 17 people in the session. 16 people in the session. So 1 more than 15, and I believe one of them race control, so that's a bit unfortunate that we're gonna have to have a B main, even though it's not for really for position in the race. As that is your remaining schedule here in the Tour Modified Series. Head over what's going on in qualifying. Right now, Jamie Barkus on top of the leaderboard. Jamie Barkus but Jamie Barkus on the top of the leaderboard right now, with a minute and a half left in qualifying. Patrick Drabick, his teammate in 4th from Indianapolis, and he won here in the Extreme Xfinity Series a while back, and one of his home tracks, so looking to win another one here. We have 12 people qualified so far. I believe Michael Swink is race control, but he's putting a lap down anyways. Have less than a minute left now, 40 seconds. Fastest time in qualifying right now is that 21.587 there that you see. Michael Swink. Once again, I'm pretty sure he's race control tonight, but I could be wrong. This racetrack, as you see there, like I said, located in Indianapolis. Obviously not as popular as Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but still a racetrack that is missed by the Xfinity Series. It was the Nationwide when they ran here. Unfortunately, they took the Nationwide, now Xfinity Way, and put it at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. very unfortunate because, I mean, that's kind of what I grew up on, was coming to nationwide races here at Lucas Oil Raceway, or IRP, whatever you like to call it. So kind of take that away from the track. Kind of sad, but hopefully maybe one day it'll make a return like other short tracks across the country. As we have one car here in this B main, and he's not even track. Not sure how this is going to go. Car now. I hear his car. I can't actually go to him. Can't click. Well, here's your grid, ladies. Turn Ward. Oh, man. See if we get a. I can hear a motor, but it's not showing Aaron on track at all. Wish they could just advance the session from the B main, but iRacing, so awesome, they don't let us do that. I think the motor I was hearing was maybe the pace car. Spectate the pace car. Exactly what it is. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go on a ride along with Aaron Ward when we get going here. Not much to talk about in this B main with one person. Not much I haven't said about B main with one person before. See if anybody's talking in chat. We'll have a little bit of conversation. I don't know. All right. Well, the green flag's out, so it'll probably let Aaron Ward off here. Well, it says green. I have no idea what's going to happen here, folks. One person that actually crit up. No idea what it's. I'm seriously happening. Well, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing I can really do about what we're watching here. This isn't what come here to watch. Fortunately, Well, I mean, I'm just gonna. I'll be right back, folks. In a couple of minutes. All right, I apologize about the wait, ladies and gentlemen. They are having to put up a new session. They have broke iRacing, so they're gonna have to put up a new session. 10 minutes of qualifying, so they can allow everybody to get in, and we should just be starting the main feature. I'm not see how it goes. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to leave this session and join a new one. So, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll put the starting soon screen back on, and we'll get back to you guys as soon as we can. So, thank you for your patience, and we'll have some racing tonight. So, I just have a little bit more, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you. All right, welcome back, folks. Thank you for your patience here tonight. We gotten into the new session and have about a minute of qualifying left. Everybody in the last session now into this one. We got about 12 drivers here tonight for this race. 125 laps. Let's why not, take another look at your race information while we still have a minute. The track temperature now 74 degrees. Once again, if you forgot, this track, you're going to see these drivers primarily around that outside line. Maybe see them down there on the inside line if they're trying to make a pass. But other than that, your drivers really migrate to that top once everything kind of single files out. Maybe diamond down to the bottom on exit, but that's about it. Your schedule once again before we get started here tonight. We got about 20 seconds left. Give you a chance there to look at the remaining schedule. Still a while to go in the schedule here in the Modified Series. All right. Qualifying is over with, and we are gridding up. Here is your race grid. Jamie Barkus on the pole spot. The new session with a 21.763. Thomas Capuano starting in second with Cody Boehm starting this one in third. P4 goes to Sam Wetstein with Vincent Isabella in fifth. Harold Rothery in sixth. P7 goes to Josh Oswald with Frank Barbary starting in the 8th position. P9 goes to Philip Manzo with Logan Sturgeon starting in 10th. 11th goes to Patrick Drabick. 12th goes to Joaquin Meza with Elliot Longenecker rounding out the field here tonight. I believe race control, but that out here in a second. As we await cars there on pit road to pull off and get the pace lap started and underway and get this 125 lap race going finally here tonight. All right, they are off and rolling. I almost forgot to turn back on your sound. So there you go. You can hear these cars rumbling around this track, and there you see everybody on the racetrack now. Jamie Barkus leading the group. All right. Once again, 125 laps here at Lucas Oil Raceway as Jamie Barkus and Thomas Capuano going to lead the field to the green flag here tonight. And we are underway at IRP. The green flag is out, and everybody is scurrying for position already as they're side by side for the lead. And a little bit of contact to the wall for Thomas Capuano. That's going to cost him the lead, and maybe second as here comes Cody Boehm in that bright yellow machine on the bottom in the 78, as he's going to make it work. But nope, Thomas Capuano finds his way back to the outside of Cody Boehm. And they're wrecking up front. Jamie Barkis is around. Caution is out. As we're here now with the replay, let's find out what happened here. Jamie Barkis actually just gets loose by himself. So the contact from Cody Boehm was not Cody Boehm's fault, and they keep stacking up behind him. And you don't see that a lot from Jamie Barkis, as he just a self-mistake, spins himself out and causes about a 5-car pileup. So the first caution of the night on lap 2, being your leader, Jamie Barkis, your new leader, Thomas Capuano. Cody Boehm has moved up into the second position, with Sam Wetstein has moved up to third. A lot of big movers with 3-4 spots here and there. Patrick Drabick in sixth has gained 5 spots already. So an early incident here, and it was a single car incident to start out. It just turned into more. So really, to start this race, some pretty good racing going on behind Jamie Barkis for second and third, fourth, and on. As we get lined back up side by side. That's now going to be Cody Boehm on the outside of the front row, with Thomas Capuano leading the group back to the green flag. Make sure to keep your eye on Cody Boehm to see if he has any damage that might compromise that car, because he did hit Jamie Barkis, and Barkis spun out. We are back to racing. Green flag out. Everybody, well, for the most part, gets a good jump, but Sam Wetstein, who restarted third, did not get a good jump, falls back to P4, now battling Patrick Drabick for fourth. He loses that battle, will fall back to fifth, as Thomas Capuano holds on to the lead over Cody Boehm. Josh Oswald has moved himself up to third, and battle for the lead as Cody Boehm looks to the inside, but is not able to actually make a move, just showing he was there, but Thomas Capuano does a nice job at defending. Patrick Drabick eventually wins that battle for fourth. Sam Wetstein falls back to the fifth position, now having to hold off Frank Barbary. Mostly everything single filed out now. Here's Logan Sturgeon making a pass on Philip Manzo, and Jamie Barkis back here in the 13th position. And I don't know if he's just cruising right now, but he has not gained any spots since the restart. You'd think when he has pole speed that he would have already made up some positions, but maybe just being extra careful so he doesn't get another EOL. Pretty sure they moved it down to 2 EOLs and you get parked. So he already has 1 on his name. Back to the lead here on lap 10. Thomas Capuano still your race leader. Josh Oswald starting to introduce himself into the battle. He sits third behind Cody Boehm, and wrecking behind him, that's William Griffith. He's around in the second caution here on lap 11. As we're going to go back and take a look at what happened here. Ooh, gets loose out. Jamie Barkus is, or no, that wasn't Jamie. That was Philip Manzo, able to avoid any contact. But that does bring out the second caution of the night. You've seen, if you're on the inside in a battle for position, you're usually going to lose that battle unless you have a good amount of speed and you can make that inside work. So, seeing a lot of people either hold on to positions or gain spots by getting to a car's outside. Eventually we'll do an onboard to see what these drivers are doing inside the cockpit around this half-mile racetrack, or a little over half a mile. I really am interested to see long-term what that damage does to that Cody Boehm machine in that 78. Not substantial damage from what I can see. He absolutely did make contact with Jamie Barkus on his spin on lap 2, so may not be a lot of damage, but there's at least some damage to that race car. Now your new top 5, or well, maybe not new, but Thomas Capuano, Cody Boehm, Josh Oswald, Patrick Drabick, and Sam Wetstein, your top 5. Frank Barbary, Harold Rothery, Joaquin Meza, Vincent Isabella, and Logan Sturgeon round out your top 10. Philip Manzo, Jamie Barkus, and now William Griffith rounding out the field. That is 13 cars. Get back up here up front, getting ready to go back racing now. Front row stays the same. Now Josh Oswald sits in the 3rd position. Then Wetstein behind him, behind the spot that he restarted last. You start on lap 16 of 125. Pace cars off. It's up to Thomas Capuano whenever he wants to go, and he goes now. Green flag back out. Another great jump for that 21 machine to maintain that lead. Cody Boehm behind him holds on to 2nd. Can Josh Oswald use that bottom to keep himself in front of Patrick Drabick? He does. Top 5 stays the same. They're almost 3 wide behind him, but they are double file back here. That's Frank Barber, or Harold Rothery, sorry, and Frank Barbary on the outside. And Frank Barbary takes that position away from Harold Rothery. Here comes Vincent Isabella. Vincent Isabella. Sorry, a little bit of a tongue twister for me, I guess. In that 45 machine. 8th right now. Not able to take that away from Harold Rothery. As you saw, he went to the very bottom, and that's just not going to work. Thomas Capuano starting to pull away a little bit from 2nd place Cody Boehm. Go a little bit of an onboard here with our leader. Couple laps there with Thomas Capuano in that 21 machine you see in his mirror. Still pretty clear of that 78 machine, and him kind of really running that middle lane, but not any lower. Not exactly up next to the wall, but not down to that yellow line. And him and Cody Boehm have started to pull away from third place Josh Oswald, who has a little bit of company behind him. Patrick Drabick. Patrick Drabick, Indianapolis native, so you know he wants to get a victory pretty bad here tonight. But oh, and I hear some cars maybe hitting each other or hitting the wall, but we don't have a wreck as we stay green here on lap 23. Sam Wetstein back there, you see he has some company as well. There's Harold Rothery in the one machine looking to the bottom. Just not enough of a run on that bottom to make a pass as Sam Wetstein holds on to fifth. Harold Rothery actually racing Sam Wetstein, loses a spot because of it. There's Vincent Isabella in the 45, moves up to 6th, and now has the advantage on the outside, clears for that position. Good racing going on since the restart. You go a little bit further back in the pack, we have more of it. Oh, they almost make contact. Driver on the wall. That's William Griffith. And he gets loose. He's around. And and contact to Philip Manzo. He's going to be stopped in the middle of the track. It's not where you want to be. We go back. You guys saw where this started as we were live with him. William Griffith hits the wall. He's on the outside in that purple car and then gets loose into the turn after hitting the wall. And it goes south from there and south for Philip Manzo. Contact spins that car around immediately. For the third caution of tonight, 28 laps in. Thomas Capuano, maybe not one of the drivers who wanted to see that caution, as he was sitting pretty in first and was kind of pulling away from the rest of the field along with Cody Boehm, as those two were distancing themselves. Third place Josh Oswald. That caution, that's going to group the field back up together, and we have a couple of takers down pit road. Logan Sturgeon in. No extra tire set, so maybe just some damage getting fixed for that 26 machine. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night here on Rebels Racing Network for the Super Late Model Series. Drivers will visit Lucas Oil Raceway as well tomorrow night for 125 laps. Right now, these drivers in this field that will be participating tomorrow night as well, just focused on this race as we still have 95 laps left. All right, lights are off from the pace car. That pace car pulls off down to pit road. We are getting ready to go back racing. Third restart of the race. Cody Boehm trying to get as much of an advantage as he can on the outside to try to battle for the lead, but it doesn't work. Thomas Capuano off, and clear for the lead. Here comes Josh Oswald on the bottom for second, but to no luck, he'll have to stay in third, and they're wrecking behind him. That's Sam Wetstein. Hits the inside wall. Fourth caution of the night, and that motor is up in smoke, but it's not done yet, so maybe he can get that thing around to pit road. Go back again. He just, makes contact with Vincent Isabella, spinning that car around. Heavy contact to the inside wall. Hopefully none of those virtual fans there got hit with any debris. Not much there to protect them. See that car smoking, but he gets it around to pit road, be able to that car fixed, but will go down a lap. As see, there's the field. If we move over to the pit lane camera, see that car down in pit road right now. Well, either I thought they had quick repairs in this series, and either they do and he forgot to put it on, or for some reason that car stayed smoking even when he got down pit stall. Yeah, that car stayed down there, so that might be the end of the night. We'll see for that 98 machine. Thomas Capuano still your race leader. Harold Rothery has found his way into the top 5. Vincent Isabella was in that 5th position, but pit. At least I think Vincent pit. He was hit a little bit from Sam Wetstein, but I don't think he should have. He shouldn't have gotten an EOL. It was Sam Wetstein who made contact with him, so I'm not sure. Again, thank you to those who have stuck with us through some of the difficulties here tonight and have made it all the way to actual racing, unlike what we had earlier. So thank you. Anybody just tuning in, thank you as well. We difficulties I'm talking about, we had a B main where we only had one driver, and that driver did not grid up, and so time never started on the clock for the B main, and it kind of glitched and never started, so they had to make a new session. But we're here. $37 laps into a 125 lap event here tonight. Meza Motorsports 125. Shout out to all the sponsors for the series. Meza Motorsports, along with Hitman Motorsports, Magic Mike Motorsports as well. Shout out to Mike. I know he's going through some difficulties, so I don't know if he's watching, probably not, but give him best wishes, pray for him. Back racing, Thomas Capuano's off. And once again, another great jump for him. Going to keep him out in the lead over Cody Boehm as they are battling behind him. Joaquin Meza makes a pass on, no, I think it was Jamie Barkas makes a pass on Joaquin Meza to stay up into 6th. He made that on the inside. Here comes Vincent Isabella on the inside as well. Over Logan Sturgeon, now on the back bumper of Joaquin Meza. Oh, those cars are getting loose. He dives to the bottom. Vincent Isabella. See, when you're below somebody, it's just hard to get that run off that you want to, but you can't, or else you'll run into that person above you. And you see they are dealing with a handful back here. Head up back to the lead. Thomas Capuano does have some company with Cody Boehm, though. It's Cody trying to grab that lead spot away. Started this one in 3rd, up to 2nd, but still 1 spot short of the lead right now, but he's right on the back bumper. Good ways left in this race. Still 83 laps to go, so still time for Cody Boehm to try to make a move, but it all depends if you're better on the long run or better on the short run. If you're better on the short run, you want to get out in front of that car as quickly as possible, but maybe Cody Boehm has a better long run car. As we'll see. Still haven't gotten in a long enough run to really determine who has the better long run car yet. Josh Oswald holding on to 3rd over Harold Rothery. Harold Rothery in that 1 machine. Josh Oswald in the 17. See, I mean, if you can't get close enough to make a pass on the inside, it's really just following the car in front of you, because there's really no way to make a pass on the outside when the driver in front of you is running the outside unless they slip up. Looks like a common theme where everybody's getting maybe kind of tight on exit, and then because they're keeping that steering wheel as much to the left as possible, it actually gets them loose when they try to avoid the wall, and you see them kind of snake down to the middle or low line on the front stretch and back stretch. Better that time around for most of the guys. Logan Sturgeon in the wall, but he keeps it out as William Griffith gets around him. Griffith some issues early, but he's trying to rebound as best he can. So Logan Sturgeon in the wall again. Oh, Cody Boehm almost spins out. I mean, that was just about as much as, you know, what I was talking about earlier in terms of keeping it off the wall and getting loose on exit. That was kind of it right there. I don't know if we can get it. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. Sam Wetstein has come out of pit road, though. Still fighting on. Now 50 laps into this one. Getting closer and closer to halfway. Under green here is a little bit of battling going on back here, or at least a battle brewing. This is Patrick Drabick here in the 077, and that is Jamie Barkas, a teammate behind him, so never mind. I don't think they're really going to battle as Harold Rothery gets in the wall in front of him. I think he might give up a spot. We'll see. Nope, he holds on. And in case you don't know what I mean when I say that I don't think we're going to see much battling, at least between the 077 or the 15, is because those two are teammates, and usually when they're around each other, they try to not battle each other as much as possible, which is understandable as Patrick Drabick looks underneath the Harold Rothery. But that is going to cause him to get tight and check up. And Logan Sturgeon around. Caution is out. Through turn 3 and 4. Oh, and just gets loose and big contact to that right rear. Caution out on lap 53 now of 125. As you see, really nobody down pit road. We do have Vincent Isabella down pit road once again, along with Logan Sturgeon. Those two down pit road, but nobody else. And oh, here comes actually Thomas Capuano down pit road. So this makes you think maybe they do need fuel here tonight. Usually I don't think they do, but man, maybe Thomas Capuano has set up. Needs more fuel, I'm not sure, but we're going to find out throughout the rest of this race. He's going to give up the lead to Cody Bame as he goes down pit road. Cody Bame moves up to the lead. Josh Oswald second, Harold Rothery third, Patrick Drabick fourth, and Jamie Barkis your top 5. Continue after the top 5. Joaquin Meza's in 6th. Frank Barbary 7th. William Griffith 8th. 9th is Philip Manzo with Vincent Isabella in the 10th position. 11 is Thomas Capuano as he pit. Logan Sturgeon 12th and Sam Wetstein in 13th. Logan and Sam both laps down. 4 for Logan, 10 for Sam. Yes, that is my father, but it's easier to call him Sam on stream than it is Dad, so I know he doesn't mind it. As Cody Bame is off, the green flag is out. And oh, in the wall, that's Josh Oswald. No, that is it? Yeah, that's Josh Oswald above Harold Rothery. Man, that could have been disastrous. Now Harold Rothery in the wall. Man, not a clean restart for some of these drivers, but they stay in second and third somehow. go on board with Cody Boehm, sorry, who has now pulled up a second lead over second place. Let's see how that car is handling from inside. You look back before that last caution, we saw Cody almost spin out himself. So he goes from almost spinning out to in the lead, now 1.1 seconds ahead of Josh Oswald. Go take a look real quick. See how Thomas Capuano's doing back here. After pitting in that 21 machine, he's up to 10th. He was just in 11th, so he's made a pass since the restart. There's a lot of cars in front of him, though, to get past. As Harold Rothery makes a pass on Josh Oswald, and Patrick Drabick's going to follow him. So just like that, Josh Oswald loses 2 spots in 1 corner. Harold Rothery now needs to hold on to that spot over Patrick Drabick, who may be a little bit faster right now, but just nowhere to go with it. As long as Harold Rothery can run a solid line on that outside, going to make it really tough, no matter how quick Patrick Drabick is, to make a pass on him. But he's going to try to dive bomb him a little bit. Going to try to swoop up in front of him, and he does. We're going to probably see a crossover from Harold Rothery down the backstretch. Harold going to do the same thing? No. So a pass for Patrick Drabick for second. Now Harold's got to hold on over Josh Oswald, and he does. What a move from Patrick Drabick to take away that second spot. That's kind of a classic way to do it. If you're struggling to get past somebody with the track that you run the outside line, you just got to dive bomb a little bit. You don't want to do it too much, but he didn't make contact or anything, so it was a clean move. But you obviously saw as the car gets loose behind him that it can create for some chaos, as they had a kind of a crossover move from Harold Rothery. And actually now Jamie Barkis up to the 3rd position. Thomas Capuano has made his way up to 7th. This is the battle for 6th. Got to be careful. If he makes contact and causes a wreck that brings a caution out, he's going to have to go to the rear of the field again. So got to be careful when trying to make these passes that he doesn't cause a wreck. He knows he's faster. He's, when he was out in the lead, he was running away. But it's different when you're actually racing. Got to be careful, but he is there and makes the pass for 6th. Patrick Drabick, after grabbing that second spot, has put about 1.7 seconds in between himself and Jamie Barkis, as we are now past halfway in this one. But still 1.4 seconds back from Cody Boehm, as Cody is enjoying a nice now 1.3 second lead. No traffic right now, no lap cars, and not having to deal with second place. So he's on his own little island as of now. Oh, and he gets loose. That's going to hurt him. Not only is he going to lose time by getting loose in the front stretch, but then that hurts your entrance to turn 1. So that kind of ruins your turn 1 and 2 as well. And altogether, he loses about 3/10 through that. It's now down to about a second lead. 52 laps left in this one. They're running 22-second laps right now, so. Oh, as Cody Boehm gets loose. He doesn't wreck it, but that's going to bring him even closer to Patrick Drabick, or, well, the other way around. Still a long way to go for Cody Boehm to try to hold on to this lead over Patrick Drabick. Drabick's only getting closer right now. You see that now 3/10, and wow, that 78 machine is loose. Maybe burnt the right rear of that car way too quickly. As I mean, he's getting loose in every single turn. I could not see him holding on to this lead for much longer. I mean, you're seeing every turn that car is wanting to spin out, but he's somehow still holding on to the lead over Drabick. As here comes Patrick Drabick to the bottom. He's going to try that move again. Not going to be clear. He makes a little bit of contact with Cody Boehm and clears himself for the lead. You know Cody Boehm's not going to like that move. If you're Patrick Drabick, you better hope that Boehm cannot get back to you. Cody Boehm gets back to his back bumper. It might be lights out for that 077 machine. Drabick doing what he needs to right now, 7/10 lead. Here comes Thomas Capuano. He's up to fourth. Well, trying to make a pass for fourth, and Josh Oswald gets in the wall, so that pass is going to happen. Thomas Capuano now into fourth, 3.2 seconds back from your race leader, Patrick Drabick. He's got 45 laps left to try to go up there and take the lead. More than enough time, but it is still a short track, so those laps can tick by fairly quickly, especially if you're trying to catch somebody. It seems like they tick by quicker than anything else. As now Josh Oswald, these two have been together most of this race. Josh Oswald and Harold Rothery been racing each other a lot here tonight. Look there, sorry. Oh, and we have a wreck. Well, we had a wreck, but if they made contact with the wall, they got it out of the wall. So, good job done by those drivers. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I definitely heard somebody's wheel screaming and then a little bit of contact to the wall, but everything is okay. Jamie Barkis has made his way up into second over Cody Boehm. So unfortunately for Cody Boehm, if he wanted to kind of give back to Patrick Drabick what he did to Cody, it's not going to be able to happen, at least for now. Going to need a caution. Here's Patrick Drabick, a 1.4 second lead right now. Caution is out. Sorry, I was looking at my timing screen. That's why I reacted kind of late. Harold Rothery goes around. See what happens here to the one machine. contact to the wall, and that's enough. We've seen him make contact with the wall, but it's not enough to send him around, but that time it was. And all of a sudden, that kind of that brings Patrick Drabick and Cody Boehm right back together as Boehm, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to his name again. I'm sorry. Cody Boehm, who sits in third. So as long as nobody pits here, that's going to put Cody Boehm behind Patrick Drabick going into turn 1 on this restart. This could get very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. The green flag is back out. 35 laps to go in this one. As a car is around, that's Jamie Barkus. Contact from behind. Caution is out. And unfortunately for Thomas Capuano, makes contact to Jamie Barkus, and that is going to send him to the rear of the field. Contact from the 21, sends the 15 around and collects 45 to 29 a little bit. And that's going to bring us back to racing under 30 laps to go, or just about now. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, if I've been a little quiet these last caution laps. But I am back, and we're ready to go back racing. Pace car lights are off, and Patrick Drabick, still your race leader. Cody Boehm on his outside. Don't forget, Patrick Drabick, some contact to gain the lead over Cody Boehm. So, that 78 does not forget about that. But he'd like to make a clean pass for the lead if he can to win this one. But he won't be afraid to use the back bumper if he needs to. Unfortunately for Jamie Barkus, he down pit road and multiple laps down now. Pace car's off. The green flag is back out. A good jump for Patrick Drabick. Cody Boehm, Josh Oswald behind him. That's your top three. They stack up behind him a little bit. William Griffith on the outside there in 7th. Trying to make a pass or stay ahead of Thomas Capuano, who's trying to rebound after getting that black flag. Cody Boehm back to the back bumper of Patrick Drabick for the lead. Going to get there again and maybe use the back bumper a little bit. Can't wreck him, though. You can move him, but you can't wreck him or you're going to get an EOL, so he's got to be careful. Maybe he's not even thinking about giving the back bumper. Maybe he forgets. I don't know, but I know I wouldn't have. And Cody Boehm has been getting loose out of the turns like we saw that car earlier. Has been getting really loose in the last half of this race. Patrick Drabick, I mean, what a race for this guy. He up 10 spots from the start of this race. So, I mean, he's had to work through adversity to get up here to the lead, and he's going to have to work through more. Another restart. Caution is out. 24 laps to go. Thomas Capuano contacted William Griffith, but that's not what brings it out. And then, William Griffith gets loose. That's going to bring out the caution, even though he spins below the track and no contact. That's still going to bring out the caution. So with another restart, that's going to line Patrick Drabick and Cody Boehm right back next to each other, along with Josh Oswald and Frank Barbary behind him. See if they stick to double file restarts here on this one. I imagine they'll stay double file just because it's the end of the race. But with kind of so many cautions in a row now, it'd be interesting to see what they do. We're going to restart with 19 laps to go. This one. All right, lights are still on the pace car. I thought they would have gone out by now, but they haven't, so we aren't going to restart with 19 to go. Maybe now 18 to go when we go back racing. Patrick Drabick going to lead us back to the green flag once again on this restart. Josh Oswald behind him. So it's not over just for, Cody Boehm. He still has a chance, but Josh Oswald, Frank Barbary, Harold Rothery, all these guys still have a chance. Drabick can slip up on the restart. Lights are off, so we're going to go back racing with 18 laps to go in this one here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Again, make sure to tune in tomorrow night. Be right back here at Lucas Oil Raceway at 9 p.m. Eastern on Rebels Racing Network for Super Late Model Series. Thunderstruck. Cars off. 10 cars on track, 9 on the lead lap. We are going racing with 18 laps to go here for the lead. Patrick Drabick is off. The green flag is out. He's once again clear for the lead. The battle remains for second. Cody Boehm, he's going to sneak up to the back bumper of Patrick Drabick, but with no luck. A little bit of contact, and that's going to turn him around on the nose of Josh Oswald. Caution is out. Made contact with Drabick. Boehm did, and that checked him up right into Josh Oswald. I don't think they should give Josh Oswald a penalty, but we'll see. Josh kind of had nowhere to go when Boehm hit Drabick and then checked up. He had one chance there and then kept trying, and then a little bit of contact here. That kind of, I don't know how they're going to rule that. Now that's going to have Drabick and Oswald running 1-2 with Frank Barbary third. Thomas Capuano back up to fourth. William Griffith in position. We're going to be restarting less than 15 laps to go. If the lights go off this time, they do not. A couple more pace laps here. All right, 13 to go. It's going to be 12 laps to go when we go back racing. Patrick Drabick, Josh Oswald, your front row. Frank Barbary third, and Thomas Capuano, your race leader earlier in the race, back up to fourth. 12 laps to go. Can he get back up there and win this one? We're going to find out. Drabick has had a good restart ever since he took over the lead every time to keep the lead, and he gets another one. The green flag is back out. Top two are clear. There's a battle for third as Thomas Capuano on the outside of Frank Barbary for the third position. A little bit of contact maybe from Josh Oswald, and there's more contact. Thomas Capuano and Frank Barbary as the caution is out once again. Go back here. Ooh, and that's tough. It looks like both of them, one went low, one went high, and they both got into each other. Let's look at a closer view. Really get a better handle on what happened here. Close here. Oh, yeah, Frank Barbary came up more than Thomas Capuano went down. So Frank Barbary spins the 21 around. Heavy contact. The inside wall. Well, cautions, precautions, unfortunately, and that's what's happened here tonight, kind of in the second half of this race. And I just dropped my phone on my desk. Sorry about that. Heard that. That caution, that puts us under 10 laps to go here in the Meza Motorsports 125. Certainly been an eventful night. Once again, after we had some troubles in the first session, had to create another one. Thankfully, this session, no issues, so we're been racing, and now we're down to 9 laps to go. It's 125 lap race, and Patrick Drabick worked from 11th to 1st through this race, has led kind of the second half of this one. Thomas Capuano led early, but he's had issues ever since. He pit around lap, I think it was 50 or so. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back racing with 6 to go. Can we get 6 green flag laps? We're going to find out. We have not been able to really get too many green flag laps strung together recently. Possible here, your top 5, Patrick Drabick, Josh Oswald, William Griffith, and Joaquin Meza, along with their Cody Bame, the inside in that yellow car in 5th. Working back from that wreck. Drabick holding him longer. He's off. The green flag is out. What a jump again for Patrick Drabick. He has just found a way every time. Catch the second place driver off guard. But here comes Josh Oswald. Almost makes a little bit of contact. Great racing going on between those two. He's got to fend off against William Griffith. What a race for William Griffith. He wrecked earlier on, has had issues in this one, and he's up to the 3rd position. There goes Cody Bame. And the caution is going to come out, and we're going to have a green-white checkered finish tonight. We have seen with that Cody Bame machine, it has been loose all night long, and it gets loose one more time, and it's a little bit worse this time. It sends him to the inside wall. Now he's down pit road. That's going to leave about 7 cars on the lead lap or so. All right. 3 to go is going to go down to 2, and we're going to have, we're going to have an overtime green-white checkered. I was wondering if maybe we'd have a natural green-white checkered lap 125, but that's not going to happen. Patrick Drabick just needs at least one more clean restart, but we do have 3 green-white checkers we could have tonight if there's a caution before the white flag. So this could potentially be the last one, but can't know for sure until we actually drop the green flag. So your lead lap cars now: Patrick Drabick, Josh Oswald, William Griffith, Joaquin Meza, Thomas Capuano back to 5th, Harold Rothery 6th, Philip Manzo, your 7th place driver, rounding out the lead lap cars here tonight. P8 goes to Frank Barbary, Cody Bame 9th, Sam Wetstein 10th, 11 goes to Vincent Bella, and 12th Jamie Barkus, with Logan Sturgeon rounding out the field right now in 13th. He's not on track currently or down pit road. All right, here we go. Pace cars off. Green-white checkered time. We can get to that white flag one lap around. No more restarts. We'll find out just a little bit if that can happen. Drabick holding him even longer this time. Green flag is out. He's clear for the lead. Can they get around one lap before a caution? We'll find out. Here we go. Side by side behind him. Josh Oswald, some contact to your leader, and he wrecks. He overcorrects right back up into the field and glitches out of the track. Caution is out. Man. Not what you want to see. Unfortunately, it happens right for the lead. Josh Oswald, just the teeniest bit of contact and an overcorrection. And I believe Josh Oswald maybe disqualified with X's. He just glitched out immediately, and that puts William Griffith in the lead. Man, I mean, what a story that would be if William Griffith, after wrecking earlier in the race, I believe went a lap down, he can come back and win this race. How amazing that would be. But he's got some tough competition behind him with Thomas Capuano, Joaquin Meza, Harold Rothery, and Philip Manzo now your top 5, and the 5 left on the lead lap. Go back to that and see all got collected. Let's go to a different driver so that I got along with him. Frank Barbary here. Let's look ahead of him. They're wrecking in front of him. Harold Rothery comes down and collects him a little bit, but they don't wreck. And so a big wreck for your former race leader now, Patrick Drabick, who was looking bring home a victory here tonight, and that's just not going to happen anymore, unfortunately. We're going to have our second of 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. Front row, William Griffith and Thomas Capuano. Meza, Harold Rothery, your second row, with Philip Manzo, Frank Barbary being your third row, but Philip Manzo on the lead lap, Frank Barbary not. See if we can get the one to go this time around. Still not. Another lap around until we get the lights off on the pace car. Next week we are heading to Lanier National Speedway for 125 laps on that racetrack. That will be broadcasted by me, but next night, the 27th, will not, unfortunately. I'm taking a trip back home to Indianapolis for the Indy 500 a week from this Sunday. All right, lights are off on the pace car. Attempt number 2. William Griffith going to try to pull out the victory after a tough start to the race. He started this one in 13th. Now has the chance to win, but Thomas Capuano, who led earlier, is right next to him. Not anymore. The green flag is out. William Griffith, a great restart for him. He just hopes to see this race go green the rest of the way, and it does not. The caution is out. We're going to have to use our third and final attempt at a green-white checkered. Joaquin Meza, who was having a good top 5 run, goes around. Oh, contact, and that's a, oh, that, okay, that's why the caution came out. So, man, I don't really know if you can give fault to anybody for that, but yeah, I mean, Thomas Capuano came down a little bit. I don't know how they're going to score that, though. If they're going to, man, I think it'd be tough to give Thomas Capuano a EOL for that. He did start the contact, I'll give you that, but, man, it'd be tough to give Thomas that second EOL right now at the end of this race. That, we're going to use our third and final green and white checkered, so no matter what happens on this one, whether caution comes out or we get the 2 laps in, this race will conclude. William Griffith. I was saying it right as the caution came out. He did not want a caution to come out there because jump he had, I think he was going to be able to hold off Thomas Capuano. Thomas has shown speed here tonight, race leading speed, but I think William Griffith was out enough that he wasn't going to be able to catch him in a lap and a half, but caution does come out. William Griffith's going to have to do it again. Thomas Capuano gets another chance at a better jump. All right, here we go. Third and final restart third and final green-white checkered. As William Griffith is off, and they did give Thomas Capuano an EOL, so he's back in the 5th position. The green flag is back out. William Griffith's first, Harold Rothery second, Joaquin Meza third. They go down the back stretch. They're wrecking behind him. That's Thomas Capuano. Will a caution come out for that? He's in the grass. I don't think it will. As William Griffith comes around to collect the white flag, he needs to hold on for one more lap here at IRP at Indianapolis. Lucas Oil Raceway, whatever you like to call it. Down the back stretch for the final time. William Griffith started this race in 13th. Has even been in a wreck, but he's come all the way back out of turn 4 to win the race. William Griffith wins at Lucas Oil Raceway with Harold Rothery behind him in second and Joaquin Meza finishing in third. And Philip Manzo contact Joaquin, but that's all fun and games there. What a race from William Griffith to come back, avoid the wrecks, and win this one here tonight. Had to survive 3 green-white checkers. Oh, boy, here they come. Okay, yeah. Eventually, these guys are going to come in here and hit William Griffith as hard as they can, or at least the ones that still have cars available. There you go. Celebratory beating and banging. Griffith gonna enjoy this one. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull William in here. Hey, William, it's Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, hey, I got you, Zach.
What a race for you, man. You started in 13th. I believe you even wrecked earlier in the race, and you come all the way back to win it. You survived those wrecks. Take us through kind of that back half of the race for you.
Yeah, it was really just, man, survival, I guess. I looped it twice, got the lucky dog, and luck fell upon me, I guess, man. It was that unfortunate incident with Josh and Patrick, and then it had me up there, and then I was with the 21, and I don't know how it happened, man, but just luck.
Hey man, if I win a race, I don't care how it happened. So I'm happy for you, no matter how it happened, to grab the victory tonight. Take us through your mind on those last couple of green white checkers, with two of them when you were leading, and how you kind of attacked that when to go.
Yeah, I was kind of, man, the tires were so bad that I wanted to go a little bit earlier than I was, but I felt pretty confident going in mid corner, and that seemed to work out. The 21 he was going to be pretty tough, man. He was tough all night, and on that last one, I figured I try to go around the same time and see if I can get the stick, and I got just enough of a lead, and didn't have to push it too hard through the last two corners.
Hey man, well, it was a great victory, a great way to battle and not give up, and see what happens when you don't give up. Sometimes great win. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Oh man, just thunderstruck, and just the league in general, and these guys running tonight. I actually got lucky. I was late to the initial one, and I just happened to have like the 30 minutes. I saw Josh put it up, and I was like, oh man, I can make it in. So it was just perfect time tonight for everything.
All right. Well, one last time, great victory tonight. Look forward to talking to you in the future.
Yeah, Zach, thanks.
Race winner William Griffith. Again, he started in 13th. Back to win after you heard he looped it around a couple times. Even went a lap down. I didn't even know that, but he went a lap down and fought back, got back on the lead lap, and won this one. Victory by him. We'll move on to our second place finisher, Harold Rothery. Here. Hey, Harold, it's Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy, buddy.
Hey, man, great finish for you. I know you obviously would want to finish one spot, up, but to get through that race and how hectic it was in the back half, I'd imagine you still have to be happy about second.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. Just patience. I mean, that last caution did the car in. I didn't have much horsepower. Tore up something on the front end, so I didn't have nothing for William. But great win to William. Congratulations, and it was fun. It was a fun race tonight.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like just about everybody in the field were a part of at least one wreck. And I don't know if you went around, but I saw you have some contact with the wall maybe earlier in the race. Take us through how it was to try to battle through and try to avoid wrecks to try to make it to the end of this one.
Well, it was just patience. I say that week in, week out. It's just patience. It was the outside lane was the lane to be in. You just had to give the driver up front that was in front of you. You had to give him some space. And if the wreck was going to happen, it was going to happen. Just patience and wait and see what happens. It was fun coming through the field, though. That's for sure.
It was fun watching you. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Yeah, shout out to my wife. She's watching. My dad watches every race. And you guys do a great job. Thanks, Zach. And we got second tonight, Dad. So maybe tomorrow night. I mean, I learned a little bit tonight. So hopefully tomorrow night we'll be up here in the top three.
Hopefully, shout out to your dad and everybody who stuck through tonight, because we definitely had our issues. But great race tonight, finishing second. Look forward to talking to you in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks, Zach. You do a great job, buddy.
I appreciate it, buddy. Harold Rothery for the kind words, finishing second tonight. Great race for him. Finally, Joaquin Meza Motorsports. Well, first of all, he sponsors the series and name of the race tonight, so fitting for him to finish inside the podium. Hey, Joaquin, it's Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
Zach, how's it going?
Going good. It's going good for you as well to get a podium, and it's fitting. It's the Meza Motorsports 125. So, of course, you just had to finish top 3. You had to get your name up in there. So, great race tonight. Man, I mean, I've kind of asked the same question, and I'll ask you it as well, just because it's kind of a common theme was there was so much, chaos going around, with the wrecks. Take us through your race and how you got through it to make it to the end and finish third.
Yeah, man, there was definitely a lot of tight racing. Cars were definitely getting loose. It was a lot of just learning how to control the car as it got loose. At the end there was a bit of a wreck, and I was able to at least get back into fourth place and kind of move up. It was a fun race. Congrats to Griff. He spun out a few times and he battled all the way through, and I'm super excited for that guy for winning. It's nice when you could get one of your buddies to win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kind of give us an insight on how that inside line was. I don't know if because sometimes you have to use that if you want to make a pass or if somebody gets to your outside. How was that inside when side by side with somebody?
Yeah, it was tough, right? Because you were sliding up and having the right amount of throttle and a little bit of the brake was important. The last thing you wanted to do was hit someone and take someone out, and let alone take yourself out. So it was tough. Overall, in the beginning, the inside line was pretty good. Towards the end, it was just a high line, just playing with the throttle. So I kind of avoided the high line as much as I could after about lap 60.
All right, man. Well, great finish tonight, finishing third. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Definitely shout outs to Josh. Really love what he's doing with the league here. I'm glad I'm able to help him out. Shout outs to Griff once again for winning. Shout outs to Magic Mike. Hopefully he's watching, and miss that guy a lot. And then more importantly, special shout outs to my daughter and my fiance for allowing me to do this every Wednesday and Sunday nights on Rebels League.
Hey, man. Well, shout out to you for being one of the sponsors of the series. I'm happy for you that you got a podium here tonight. It was a great race, and I look forward to talking to you in the future.
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it.
All right, that was Meza, your third place finisher here tonight to lock up that final podium spot. Started this one in 12th and found his way up to the third position by the end of this one. Harold Rothery started 6th and finished 2nd. William Griffith started 13th position and fights back to finish or to win this one. Not one of your top 3 finishers started inside the top 5, and well, to go further than that, your top 5 finishers, Philip Manzo 4th and Frank Barbary 5th, all of your top 5 started outside of the top 5 at the beginning of this one. So, and that just shows you never give up, and a lot can happen. As a lot of the names that we saw up front, Josh Oswald, Cody Boehm, 7th and 8th. Patrick Drabick finished 10th after that wreck late. Amy Barkus finishes 12th. So, tough race for some of these drivers after they had a strong run early, and some of them even into that race finished so far back. But there's always the next week, and there's always tomorrow night for some of these drivers that move on and race the super models here. Give you guys your results. If it'll. All right, it's not wanting to come up, so I apologize. Try to figure that out. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and those who stuck it out with us through difficulties earlier on in the stream. Glad we could get this one in here at Lucas Oil Raceway. Again, make sure to tune in tomorrow night for the late model series Thunderstruck right back here at Lucas Oil for 125 laps along with a B main if we have enough drivers. Thank you guys. Have a good night. My name is Zach Wetstein here at Rebels Racing Network. Raceway. See you guys tomorrow night.